going to talk about how we practice mindful meditation. I've set up some things here and I'm going to go through them and show you. So the most common way to sit is on a cushion and the legs are crossed like this. Now, it's not comfortable for everyone. And so I encourage you to try out different ways. Now this may be perfectly comfortable for you. And so this is like half lotus, or you can just do regular crisscross applesauce, as we tell our kids in school. I'm a school teacher, so I remember that. Generally, we want our knees below our hips. So if you're doing it this way, this would work. Now, what I've done in order to be like that is that I actually have two cushions. A thinner one here and then a thicker one on top. Some people can get away with sitting on just one cushion, and that's fine. So really, you need to play around with different things. Do one sitting with one way and another. I could do this. I don't know if I could do this for a long amount of time. So what I have come up with for myself is another sitting arrangement, which is, again, it's two cushions. And what I do is I sit straddling those cushions and then I lean back. Okay, so for me, again, my knees are below my hips. I don't have the crisscross because I have tried different postures, and for me this works the best. And then I just move those pillows. And what's nice about these meditation pillows is they're like big bean bags, and they will fit to the contours of your body. So this is how I sit, and this seems to work for me. Now, I brought a chair to show you how you might use a chair. This is a fold-up chair. You can use any kind of chair. This will work very well because the back is it's supported, right, with the back of the chair. Your feet are flat on the ground. You've got a nice 90-degree angle here. You want your ankles right under the knee. And this would be a really good posture as well. What we can add to this is if you have a bolster or another pillow, you can just rest your hands on that. Sometimes this may bring our shoulders down. It may not be comfortable, so we may want to be a little bit higher. So this is a yoga bolster, and you can just plop your hands down or put them in a more traditional meditation mudra. Or you could even have a smaller type of pillow and just put your hands down. We want to be comfortable, so try a bunch of different things. Here's my beanbag cushion, and that will work as well. Just try different things and see what's going to work. There are many other types of sitting tools and sitting arrangements that you can find on the internet and try them out. This is an interesting cushion that is like a travel cushion, and so it folds up and then it has handles, and I take this sometimes when I'm going to go sit outside in nature. I'll take this with me, and it actually stays in the car too for those kinds of meditations. And I can also put it on the ground, and I can sit on it this way, or I can put it sideways and sit on it this way, or even do this way. Some people sit even with one leg bent and one leg long. It's really up to you, and just I encourage you to try a lot of different sitting arrangements. Now, as far as our posture goes, that doesn't sway very much. We do want to be in a comfortable position with our back straight, our head planted comfortably over our shoulders. The head is tilted just a little bit down, so our chin is just a little bit down. And this works if we're gazing on the ground at a neutral spot. And it also works if we're practicing with our eyes closed. Our hands are either in our lap or on your thighs. And again, you can do the traditional meditation mudra, or your hands can be palm down. However, and you can switch it up as well as you're practicing. If you were practicing a long period of time, you might switch it up as you feel discomfort. We don't want to be in discomfort. And this is not a discipline where we're trying to force our bodies to deal with pain. When we meditate with our eyes closed, what's practical and what's helpful there is that we don't have the distraction of our surroundings. So if at all possible, I highly recommend meditating with eyes closed. For some people that is disconcerting, and so they prefer to have their eyes open. And in that case, you have a slightly lowered gaze with your eyelids maybe half closed, just looking at something neutral. I tell my students that I teach mindfulness to stare at something boring, right? Because we don't want to be distracted, and that's just harder for our practice if we do that. And that's really pretty much what it takes. Now, I meditate in my bedroom. This is my bedroom. If I had a larger home, I would love to set up a meditation room. And so if you want to do that at your home, I highly recommend having your own space. That would be beautiful. And you can have a candle in front of you. I'll show you a candle that I have that I might use. This would be a nice one. And I could set it right in front of me, and I would have it lit, and I would be able to gaze at the candle, kind of have something, to pay attention to as I'm also being aware of my breath and whatever anchor I am practicing with. You can have an altar with items that are comforting to you, crystals or religious items, if that is your tradition. Anything that makes the space that you're going to be sitting in yours and comfortable, whatever you want to do. I've given some information and some direction in the course material, and if you go to mindfulfrontiers.net, we have a resources page. We also have a blog with publications that I've written to share different ideas and different maybe different perspectives on mindful meditation. And there is an article specifically on how to set up a meditation space. So if that's something that you'd like to look into, then you can see that at our website. But with this posture right now, this is the one that I have come up with is the best for me. I'm quite comfortable. I could sit and start a nice, prolonged meditation sit. So I encourage you to find what works for you, and I'll see you back in the next lesson.